Hello, and welcome to episode 11 of my Better Than Wolves Let's Play. This episode, the plan is to gather the required materials for making my Hibachi, however you want to do it. So what we're going to need to do that is get some glowstone dust from the nether. One thing I forgot to mention in my little recap video last time was I discovered a very useful thing about these finished. Let's turn the old millstone off just in case it starts raining. A very useful property about the gearboxes, sorry, and the whole corner of mouldings. So if you take your empty hand, has to be an empty hand, and you right click on a gearbox, the input side just slowly goes through every face it can be. So you just keep right clicking until you've got the face you want it. So that makes it so much easier. I didn't realise that before, so I was having to angle myself correctly so that I could, be facing the way I wanted the input to be coming from and all crazy annoying stuff, whereas all I need to do is keep right clicking. And it's the same with cornerings and mouldings. You just right click on them and they go into any of the possible configurations they can be. Like that. So that's how you get them into the places you want them. Yeah. So the glowstone adventure should be quite easy. While we're going there, we'll get my netherrack purifying downstairs. Hopefully it won't rain during this process and the whole hell break loose. I'm tempted, although I don't think it'll fit. Once we've got a water wheel, let's check, that's definitely powered. Right click on it, it's receiving power, good. Yeah, once we've got a water wheel built, I'm going to set up a new netherrack processing facility, and it'll have a powered hopper, so I can just place in a whole stack of, I'm picking half of this stuff back up, aren't I? So I can place a whole stack of ground netherrack, or multiple stacks of ground netherrack into the hopper, and the hopper will dispense into the water, and it will be purified. All without me having to stand here halfway up the ladder bashing the Q button. So that will happen very shortly once we've got the water wheel, and I can build a new mechanical hub. This windmill will be sadly abandoned, left behind. I'll keep it as a museum piece, I won't dismantle it, but yeah, I shall build some sort of underground layer, or maybe a big, large building somewhere. I don't know, I haven't really thought about it yet. And it will be powered by water wheels, which are not affected by the weather. But this is working, as you can see. I've just purified a lot of ground netherrack into hellfire dust without having it explode and kill me. Well, not kill me, but spawn a ghast to kill me. So, there we go. That's good. This hellfire dust. No, I think this hellfire dust does only have one use at the moment, and that's for me looking at a zombie. Hope he's not in with my wolves. Oh. So yeah, this can all be processed. But yeah, ground netherrack, sorry. If I take that ground netherrack, I can produce a new type of fuel with it by combining it with some ground coal, and the nether coal is what it produces when you mix those two together, and that burns twice as long as normal coal. So it and I think you get 2 coal dust per piece of coal, so it very quickly becomes a good way of drastically increasing your smelting capabilities from 1 piece of coal. So I'll quickly prepare for my trip, and we'll be back. Well, we've got what we need for our adventure, so hopefully this will be a quick in and out mission. I think I can just mine glowstone with a normal pick, can't I? And I'll get the glowstone dust. If not, I've got an iron pick in my pocket. But I don't think that'll be required. Hello, pigman. So, where did we discover there was a source of easily accessible glowstone? It was just there, so we've just got to nab some of this, and then I can create some filaments. So I will need 9 filaments to produce my 9 hibachi, but I could always produce more filaments if I want to produce some light blocks in the future. So we shall quickly mine our way into here. Hopefully this will be not too eventful. That must be far enough. Alright, we've got to be careful now. We don't want to be plummeting to our deaths. It would be beneficial for me to be able to build a platform under this glowstone so we don't lose any. So I'll try this. I don't want to stop recording and do it as a time lapse because I know the likelihood of me plummeting to my death in lava is quite high, and that's the kind of thing you want to catch on video. So I will try be as speedy as possible for the sake of stopping this being boring. This will do for now. Can always so there goes a bit of glowstone. My bad. Just waiting for that telltale sound of a ghast firing hot, fiery ball of death towards my face. Hasn't happened yet, thankfully. So this looks like quite a good quick smash and grab. Should be out of here alive with the goodies relatively quickly. How are we doing? Oh, I've got more than expected. Didn't realise. Didn't realise it dropped so much. This is good. This is good. Although I just thinking to myself, if I can get a couple more, then I'll have plenty for setting up any future. Come on, fall up. You never know, my words. For making many light blocks in the future. But no, yeah, that's a good haul. Right, there's a ghast. So we shall, without any further ado, run away. Back on home. So when we return, I should hopefully have enough resources to at least make one hibachi, and then I'll make them off camera, and shall look into being able to stoke my bellows. But probably take a little bit of fiddling, and I'm wondering whether or not to have a separate fire, so I have always one stoked and one not, but I should be able to just create a switch to avoid accidental stokage. So we're going to want 9 pieces of glowstone, 9 pieces of glowstone dust. How's our hellfire doing? It's coming along nicely. And then we want 9 pieces of hemp fibre. Now I think this is what I need to produce my 9 pieces of filament. So all I've got to do now, sorry, it's a fuzzy camera, I'll just take this out for now, and we'll place in this, and this should cook along and make some filament, and then I'll quickly grab a filament and show you how to make hibachi. You need some smooth stone, your filament, a piece of redstone dust, and your 3 concentrated hellfire. These go along the top. Your filament goes underneath with a bit of magical redstone to power it. Some smooth stone either side, and voila, you have your hibachi block. So now I'm going to create 9 of these, place them in a 3x3 grid underneath my cauldron, and then when you apply redstone power to them, failing miserably. I'll just quickly pop it underneath. That'll work. You get fire. And now this fire is the same as that fire in its current state, but then if I apply bellows to it, pumping up and down, it'll stoke the fire, and then I'll be able to rend things in there. And also you need a stoked fire for many other things that we'll get to further down the line. I'll be able to make pottery soon, and I need to build a kiln, and that needs to be heated by a stoked fire. And turn them off. And I'll be building a crucible and forging steel, and that requires a stoked fire. So I'll just keep myself busy for a little while, making up the 9 hibachis, and then I'll be back when we're ready to move on. I've gathered the required materials now to make my 9 hibachi. So now what I've got to do is strip this down, replace the netherrack with a hibachi, and power them all. So quite a quick and easy task. There they are. I've also redesigned how this works. So I've lowered the millstones into the water and put slabs across the top, so you can walk over this now, and it's quite easy to right click on these millstones even though the power's going in from the top. So what I've placed into there is 64 netherrack and 64 coal. So now that's given me carbon powder and ground netherrack. So rather than purifying this ground netherrack into concentrated hellfire, I can... Alright, my bad. You do use concentrated hellfire. See, I'm learning as you're learning. Let me just try. I think you must use hellfire dust. Must be one of those, and so yeah, 1 hellfire dust and 1 carbon powder. So I'll have to take this downstairs and purify it in the basement. But this gives me 2 pieces of nether coal. So from 1 piece of coal and 1 piece of netherrack, you get 2 pieces of nether coal, and these burn for 16 uses. So on 1 piece of nether coal, I can smelt 16 pieces of iron, whereas coal's normally only 1. So therefore 1 bit of coal, instead of getting 8 smelts, whatever you want to call them, you now have 32. So that is genius. So yeah, I think that is the only use for nether coal. I don't think I can like make super torches. Alright, you can still make torches from nether coal. They just come out normal. So if you accidentally used all your coal into nether coal, it's okay. You can still use it. Although you don't get any extra yield that way. You've wasted your hellfire dust, I guess. But yeah, that's interesting. So I've got some super coal there. So let's do a quick refurb of this. I'll do it live quickly, it's only going to take a sec. So what I'm going to want is, I'm going to have my bellows positioned here. We don't really want to be catching fire, so we don't need the whole netherrack anymore. So we'll strip this out. Obviously we're going to want our hibachis to be powered, and I am not fussed about having the ability to turn them on and off. I just want them on. So I'm going to strip out this little area. Oh, where's my shovel for me? Strip out that area and fill it with redstone torches. So it is quite easy. Someone with limited redstone knowledge. I have no redstone knowledge. I'm the biggest noob in the world when it comes to redstone. But apparently with limited knowledge, I love just jumping in holes. You can wire this up quite easily, so you can have it on and off. But I'm not that fussed. So now, when I place the hibachis in the pit, they should just be on because there's power underneath. That's a bit fiery face. So we just gotta put these. Can I? Here we go. So now, oh, but first things first. See, it's fun having to persevere with me doing it live, isn't it? You don't notice all my cock-ups when I do it in the montage. I want to place the bellows. Although I've got a horrible feeling that the bellows are going to be like everything else. Because what I've just removed this because I want to be able to get, you know, the bellows face me when I place them. So I want to be inside. Oh, that's okay. Yeah, the bellows face you, and right-clicking doesn't reorientate them. You need to be where you want them to face. So I did have to rip all this out. So I want the bellows there, facing the fire. So now I can place my hibachi back in. So there we have it. My newly improved... Oh, that's not going to be there. There's going to be an axle coming out of there, my bad. So there. So at the moment... Oh, it's like watching. I don't know what it's like watching. It's painful to watch though, isn't it? It is painful to watch. Don't catch fire. So I need to get up, get out. Oh my god. Get rid of that. Put the torch. Don't forget the torch, otherwise it's not going to work. And there we have it. So this is now as it was. It's not actually changed yet, but once we start pumping the bellows, the flames apparently get a bit more excitable, and we can begin more exciting recipes. What I might do is, as the flames are going to be getting more excitable, it might be worth me just making this a little safer by capping it. How am I going to do this? I'm going to have a block to start placement, but I should be able to whip around like so. And then there's less chance of me accidentally burning to a crisp. That's what's normally my fallback. So let's just light this up a bit, it's just getting a bit dark now. So there we have it. There's our smoking hibachi thing. We just gotta turn this on and off. So I'll quickly see how long this video is. If we've got time, we'll get onto the pumping of the bellows. If not, we'll come back for another time. Yeah, we're best off saving the turntable. What? I swear I'm not playing on hard. Stop banging on my door, motherfucker! Just, Jesus Christ! Update Minecraft and the whole world goes to shit, shit, shit. Fuck you. Right. I'm going to end this episode before I blow everything to shit. And next... Fuck you, creeper. Yeah, I'm watching you. Next episode, I shall construct a turntable and show my blinding redstone ignorance in making a little ticking thing, repeating signal to pump my bellows. So, thanks for watching. See you next time.